Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Chuck and Lisa Show. I hope y'all are doing well tonight. Miss Lisa is sitting across from me. Everybody say hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
How are you doing tonight?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I'm alright.
Yeah? I'm alright.
It's Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, that's for sure. We do this every Tuesday.
I was off yesterday. I messed up.
Why did you take yesterday off, honey?
It was our anniversary. We didn't do anything. We went out to eat.
It was nice, though.
Yeah.
We did do something. We went out to eat.
Yeah, usually we go somewhere.
That's true. It was our 7th.
Maybe next year. We should have gone to 7-Eleven.
That's true. That's true.
And
We don't have any near here. The closest one is in Greensboro.
But they're building one, right?
No, the speedways are turning into 7-Elevens.
That's what I mean.
But yeah, I don't know when.
That's cool.
But they have Slurpees.
Slurpees are good.
Yep.
Darcy! How is the man behind the other microphone in Florida?
well, I'm still better than I should be, but I'm sick this week.
Oh,
He's snotty.
he's snotty. Like Lisa was snotty.
He's snotty.
I took over being snotty from Lisa this week. It was a command.
I can see that.
performance.
I can see that. Your hair looks marvelous, by the way, Miss Lisa.
Well, thank you very much.
Yep.
You look marvelous.
That's my Mrs. Claus look.
How appropriate.
Yeah.
Mr. Claus wears a Key West t-shirt.
Well, it's about the time of the year where they have the Santa Claus convention.
I know. What did they make me? Santa dude, right?
You were the hippie Santa Claus.
I was the
right?
hippie Santa Claus, yeah. I like that. I don't see anybody in our chat room yet.
Oh no.
Come on, y'all, get talking. We know you're out
How
there.
can they talk if they're not here?
You know, YouTube can say 5 people watching and it can be 100.
Yeah.
Oh, they're horrible. Isn't
Did you know that
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody got a billion views?
That's cool. It deserves it.
Yeah.
It really does. Let's see what. Well, first of all, I guess we got to do I'm getting tired of doing the introduction thing. Maybe you ought to just flash up where we are.
I can do that.
You want to do that, or do you want to actually tell people? Oh, just tell people about your store every week, because they all know where I am.
My store is on Etsy at Vintage Velma Finds. Not .com. Vintage Velma Finds on Etsy, and I also have a booth in the Consignment Connection on exit 143 on 85/40 in Burlington, North Carolina.
Say like Tim Conway, North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Sounded that way when you said it. So anyway, that's where you can find me, and I'm sure Dersh is showing Lisa's as well. Right, Dersh?
It's coming up right now.
All right. And what about yours?
And
You want to show yours? Show yours anyway. We'll keep talking while we do. How's that?
The only reason people want to know where I am is so they can come and cuss me out.
Tax collectors.
Huh.
Tax collectors and bums. That's who wants me.
I'm going to do that with a Rodney accent. I don't get no respect. Yeah?
Yeah.
Anyway, so Lisa's store is really cool. If you like jewelry especially, you'll love her online store. And if you want to see her other stuff that's not really shippable, that's where she puts everything in her consignment shop.
Yes.
Exit 143 off of 40 and 85
There's
in Burlington, North Carolina.
Lots of old freaky, not
Consignment
freaky. Lots of old ornaments, like mercury glass ornaments and stuff.
Right.
I can't mail those; they'll break.
Everybody's snuffly a little bit. You're a little snuffly.
I'm allergic to you.
You've only got 3 dogs and 3 cats in a small house. No, it's me.
It's you.
That's funny. Do anybody want to say anything before I get rolling?
Oh God.
What do you mean?
Oh, man.
Is this when you're about to say shut up, Chuck?
No, not yet. Go ahead.
The cops are on!
There you go. What happened in history today? In 1542, Princess Mary Stuart becomes Mary Queen I of Scotland
And she was not the correct answer last night on
at
Jeopardy.
the age of only 6. I did guess that last night, yes. Oh well.
So did two other people.
Yeah.
So did two other
It was a
people.
good guess.
Except my
Mary
boyfriend.
Queen of Scots.
Huh?
Mary Queen of Scots, or otherwise known
That's
as
her.
Bloody Mary.
She was a mean one. She was a mean one. In 1819, Alabama is admitted as the 22nd U.S. state.
That might have been a mistake.
For them or for the country?
I don't know. We have to have somebody that's last in everything, right?
I thought that was Mississippi.
I think Alabama is up there sometimes.
I love both states, though. They're nice.
Yeah.
In 1900, in a key event in the development of quantum mechanics, Max Planck presents a theoretical derivation of his black body radiation law.
I don't even know what that means.
Sheldon, we need some help here. In 1947, NASCAR is founded in Daytona Beach.
Woo! Yay for drunk rednecks.
God.
Well,
In 19...
they had to quit moonshining, so they needed to do something.
Right. You went and drove on the beach.
And racing pays a lot better than moonshining.
So it said, we can't moonshine anymore. What are we going to do? Some beach.
In 1959, Barry Gordy founds Motown Records.
Nice.
Yep,
Good
that's
year.
pretty cool.
59.
You're 59, right?
Who?
You're the only one from the 50s.
Who?
First.
Born in 59, yeah.
Yeah, he's older than me even. And that's saying something, right?
You're
Damn.
You're older than dirt, so that must be really bad.
A fossil.
Fossil. Famous birthdays on this date. In 1503, Nostradamus was born.
Did
That's
he predict it?
Did he? Yeah. Did he know
I
about
think he
it ahead
predicted
of
his
time?
own birth. I didn't know he was French, though.
He's Wait, no,
it's
that
a
was
French
Copernicus.
astrologer.
Yeah.
Yeah. In 1546, Tycho Brahe, Danish astronomer. In 1946, Patty Duke. In 1963, Cynthia Gibb. Who's the hell?
She's on Sex in the City.
Oh, okay, don't know her. And in 1988, Vanessa Ann Hudgens.
She's on
actress.
like Disney or something.
Yeah, she was a Disney kid, I think. Wasn't she?
Oh no.
I believe
I
so,
don't know.
yeah.
I
Sounds
don't know
like it.
anything about such
I believe
things.
she was on the Disney Club thing, whatever that was.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Far out, man. So I guess a lot of people are going to be watching this on tape this week because I
What?
don't see too many people hanging
People
out
are
yet.
busy.
Busy.
Busy. They're Christmas shopping or something. Or putting up their trees.
Yep. Hey, Elise, remember when I wanted to marry you back in 1983?
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
No,
Sometimes
this has been
it's
a
the
point
right-
of contention
You were
at the
drunk.
beginning of this show.
You were drunk.
Sometimes she always says this, but she knows.
Nuh-uh. Nobody
Sometimes
does that.
the right person is there at the wrong time, right?
Maybe.
Yepers.
But the only thing we need to remember when timing sucks. There's a story that I'm about to do about this couple that met at one time. They flirted at work. They hooked up, and they never really.
No, they were friends for a long
Right,
time.
they were friends for a long
skipped
time.
that whole part.
They were friends for a long time and fiercely attracted.
Went out with other people all the time.
Mm-hmm. And by her junior year, as she was heading off for a semester abroad, we find ourselves saying our final goodbyes. We came to an appalling realization.
Appalling.
Appalling. What did I say?
No, appalling. I just think that's funny.
No, I know. We were head over heels for each other.
Ew.
Oh, they were head over heels?
Appalling.
Oh, okay. That was the realization. So they didn't. So you take it.
No, I'm not reading it. I don't even have it open. I sent it to you.
Okay.
Didn't memorize it.
So 2 weeks after, before she was set to leave for England, there was a bombing on the tube,
On the YouTube.
and some unrest in the countries, and it scared her parents enough to pull her from the program and send her back to school instead. The rest is history. They got together soon afterward and had the best relationship of their lives over the next 3 years.
And then what happened?
And I don't know.
Because they got tired of each other.
Yeah. That's weird. They're not still together. The difference is that Lisa and I were apart for 35 years, and my life was at a point where I was like,
no, you have to fix that part.
What do you mean? All right, well, I won't say that part.
We weren't apart for 35 years.
Well, you were married, I was married. Oh, wasn't it 35?
Did I meet you when I was like 12?
Okay. Well,
No.
You're not 47 either.
You're counting the part we're together.
Oh, that's true. How much of a difference was it? 1983 to 2008.
25, isn't it? No. I don't know.
35 years.
Wait, that can't be right, though.
It is right.
Alright. Except in 2008, I was only 45.
Right.
So how could it be 35 years apart?
2008 minus 1983. No, that's 25 years.
That's what I said.
Oh, so 25.
I didn't meet you when I was 10.
As far as you know.
I would have ran away.
As far as you know, you didn't meet him, but
He's probably looking in my windows or something.
Let's see. No, I was in a different country at that point.
Back at that time, he was Sasquatch living.
Looking in somebody else's windows.
I was a little kid.
You're probably looking.
I'm only 2 years older than you.
You're probably looking in somebody else's windows when you were 12.
You're silly. You know that's not true.
No, I don't.
You're silly. Anybody in there? Come out, wherever you are. Come talk to us. You know what I mean? It's not. We usually have a big crew of people chatting in there.
Did you tell anybody today?
I did. I posted it twice.
Everywhere.
Huh? Nobody loves us.
It was posted Airwell. I saw
Airware. That's weird.
Oh well, maybe they're gonna watch it later.
A lot of people do watch it later. All right. The next story I want to talk about. Lisa sent me. A friendly, foul-mouthed crow befriends entire Oregon elementary school before state police are called in.
Why would you call the
state? The crow knew how to say like 20 or 30 things, right?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't get it to leave, I guess.
Yeah, the crow showed up at the school just out of the blue one morning. It began looking in the classrooms, and it made its way to a 5th grade classroom, and it started where it helped itself to some snacks.
And then it said some cuss words.
And then it landed on some people's heads. She added, it spoke. The bird could say, "What's up?" and "I'm fine," and a whole lot of swear words.
Did you read the whole article?
Yeah.
Because did you read the part about where the crow actually sort of belongs to somebody, but not really?
I hadn't gotten there, but I'm glad
that's the whole article. I said a whole article.
No, well, I haven't gotten there yet.
Well, okay.
So ultimately, it was somebody's crow.
But the person doesn't make it live in its house. So the person went away for a little while, and the crow got captured because somebody didn't know it belonged to somebody.
Right.
And so then they let it out, and then it was flying around looking for some place to go, and that's why it went to the school.
Right. Yep. His name is Cosmo. He would sit on top of Planet Fitness talking to people who were going in.
You probably call him.
He said he was looking for him.
Fatties.
And he went away for a couple of days, and that's when he left.
Yeah.
You want to tell any more of this?
No, I didn't. I don't remember it. This is from before.
Well, I read it last week.
Well, I asked you if you read it, and you said no.
No, I did. I mean, I was going down it.
Well, Bird basically didn't just show up out of nowhere.
Right, it was kind of pseudo-master.
It was kind of local anyway, but it got waylaid.
He's cute.
That sounds dirty.
Okay.
So crow is an odd kind of bird, but it's funny that they can learn words, isn't it?
They're smart.
Yeah, they're not dumb. Scavengers and a half, though.
They said that dogs can understand about 80 phrases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know they
Like,
understand a couple of mine.
Don't eat my chicken nuggets is not one of them.
No.
Well, they
understand. They just ignore that one,
I
Lisa.
just don't want to know. Hey,
when they're trying to beg for me and I don't want them to, I just say F off, but I say it the proper way.
Yeah,
And they go away.
but you know how you have to like show them your hands when you. Oh God!
You have to go like this when you're done.
Blackjack dealer.
They want to look at. They want to. So you don't have any on the backside?
Right. Gotta verify. Hey, put those hands down there. Let me sniff them. Gotta make sure.
Exactly. Dogs are rude that way, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Think already.
Hey!
Glad you're here.
I'm sorry you had to work
11
so
and a
long.
half hour day. That's a lot. We're glad you joined us. So far, we've talked about crows and what else? Our anniversary
Dogs.
and dogs and
People.
the wrong person at the right time, the right person at the wrong time,
Yeah.
and that's about it so far. So you haven't missed too much.
Jeff
Nat,
doesn't know how to do math.
I don't. I forgot how to do math today. I added 10 years.
Apparently we met when I was 12.
That's the common
Who
core
like
math,
that?
isn't it?
No, you wouldn't have.
I would have been 14. Would have been perfect.
No, it wasn't. I didn't have any boobs or anything.
Isn't that common core math, Chuck? That you were doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought so.
Mine was guesstimation. Because I wasn't like, I can't engage my brain.
I didn't have no boobies then.
Who knows?
No.
Well, you didn't have those when I dated you the first time either.
Well, I had some.
That's true. All right, next story. Lisa got off of Twatter, actually.
What?
The one about the brown bear and the gray wolf.
Oh yeah. It's so cute.
There's some pictures of
Is
a
it in
brown
Canada?
bear and a gray. It doesn't say where actually.
Oh, I thought it
And a
said.
gray wolf were seen over a 10-day period hunting together
It's sharing.
and sharing their spoils. So there's some cool pictures of them like standing side by side and then sharing some food and all that stuff.
But what happened
It's on
after
the
the
screen.
10 days?
It's like dogs and cats. The bear probably ate the wolf.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
They didn't find anything
Chuck.
for a while.
Huh?
The pictures are on the screen.
Oh, cool. So probably the only thing they found of the gray wolf was the tail.
I don't know. I want to know what happened after the 10 days.
They divorced?
I think the bear ate him. I think you're right.
I think that's probably the deal. Happens. It's the wild. But our dogs and cats are like that. I mean, you always hear how cats and dogs hate each other.
Yeah,
That's a bunch of crap.
right.
If they're domesticated together and hang out together, they could be the best.
They're
of
just
friends.
slightly annoyed.
Yeah, if a dog gets too close in a cat's face, he gets pissed off. But like in our house, we've got cat chasing the dog across the room, then all of a sudden the dog's chasing the cat, back and forth, back and forth. And that happens, 3-4 times a night?
Now
usually, like?
now the cat steals the rubber dog toy.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Funny.
Because Shelby and the cat are about the same darn size, you know?
For now.
Well, that cat's not going to get huge. I don't think. So anyway, bears and wolves, cats and dogs. Who else can get along? Can't we all just get along?
Apparently not.
Apparently not. Some people can. I had a lovely anniversary dinner with my bride last night. Like she was saying, we usually go off and do stuff. But this year, with everything going on, even last year we did manage to get to the beach. Right?
Yeah.
But this year with everything going on, we just decided to give it a break. And
Well, because we already went to the beach in
Yeah, we did.
September.
yeah, it wasn't that long ago. That was a great weekend away, too. So, the U.S. Navy is trying to find an unhackable GPS alternative. Guess what they found?
What?
I believe it's called what's it called? A coxswain?
A what?
Cox.
That sounds dirty.
Huh?
Yeah, Coxswain. No, not
Yeah,
Coxswain.
It's called stars.
They're using stars in a coxswain. How novel! That has never been tried before, has it? It's only been around about 1,500 years. I think that's so funny.
Sextant. Sextant
Huh?
is what it's called.
Sexton, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I got it wrong. That's so funny.
So did they not teach you that in the Navy
They did, but that was also
50 years ago?
a long damn. Let's see, 80.
Oh, here we go for math again. We'll be here for an hour.
Oh God, I know, right?
37 years ago. God, I'm old. Shut up, Lisa.
I said nothing.
So anyway, we learned about sextants, but we didn't really use them because we were
Sextants?
sextants.
Sextants.
No, it's not sextants. Those were for the weekends when people were on leave. No, but we did learn about them. But because we were our whole group is going to be electronic techs, they didn't focus on that a great deal. There isn't a whole lot of electronics in a sextant.
No electronics in the sextant.
I'm not getting very far with this with Lisa, am I?
No electronics in the
She
sextant.
even sent me the article and she's
That's funny.
Oh, God. Anyway, I'm not going to explain how a sextant is on purpose. A sextant works because it's basically
I'm pretty sure
the
everyone
radio's
knows what
on,
a
hits the
sextant
mirror,
is.
then it hits another mirror, then you have the angle of coordination and you adjust accordingly, and then you have your distance. And that's all I have to say about that.
I'm pretty sure
You
everybody knows how a
guys-
sextant works, Chuck, so you don't have to go too much of a...
Yeah, Lisa, do you want to go into how a sextant works?
No, I
now?
wasn't in the Navy.
It wasn't like you dropped your soap and it was that old story.
That's your story, and you're sticking to it.
You're a mess. Oh, God.
I
She's
like
very
the-
silly, you know.
I like the picture of the dude in the B-52 bomber
Yeah.
and using it to navigate.
Yeah, that's how they used it, and it worked. I mean, really, any nav guy in the Navy should know that. Just, I mean, in case they end up on a life raft or something, they can still use that and know where the hell they are to an extent, you know? Whereas GPS, when it gets wet, tends to not work very well.
Or when the satellite gets blown up.
Right, exactly.
Why don't they just put it in a sextant?
Lisa's theme of the day. Somebody tell Lisa she ain't right.
Okay, next.
Oh my God. Are we done with the sextant now?
If you want to be.
She's just a mess. I need to talk slower here because I need more articles if I don't. Otherwise, we'll just bullshit. Well, actually, Dershie has 3 questions for us, hopefully.
Does he?
Yep,
You better ask him.
Do you have 3 questions for us this week, sir?
I does.
All right. This seems like a fun time to do it.
Of course you'd say that when I wasn't ready. But I'll get ready.
Well, you know what? You get ready and I'll do another story.
Alright, we're ready.
You ready?
I'm ready. I think I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead. You have it. You have it.
I think I can. I think I can.
Number 1, who am I? Number 2, where am I? That is, what is this place that's called physicality? Where am I? What is this? Number 3, why am I where I am? Why am I here? And
Where am I?
What are you is the bigger question, Joe.
Well, my eyes disappear apparently, so I don't know.
You're
Why am I here? I keep asking myself that question too. I was dropped here from my planet for a 3-hour tour, and they left me.
Can you blame them? I mean, seriously, no. No? Okay.
Go for it, Durst. 3 questions from Darcy.
3 non-political questions.
Very important discern.
Yes.
Differentiation.
Yeah.
Yes, that's very important.
All right. So,
You should do this on the other show, but with politics. Go ahead.
yeah, anyway. NASCAR's new Unabomber. I mean, new car. Is
Yes.
it's the same body for every for every make, whether it's a Toyota or
Right.
Ford
Different
or
stickers.
Chevy or whatever. It's the
And
same
the same lug nuts.
same car. Yeah, single lug nut, which is going to eliminate a lot of the need for a very efficient crew. So my question is, due to the new car, will the most important part of a race now be the driver?
Yeah, by far, really. I mean, it also still comes down to the pit stops, but that's going to be not as drastic of a difference anymore. But the car is going to matter. The driver is going to matter because they've made it so hard for them to do any modifications to.
Yeah, but I'm
Lisa.
What? What?
What's the question, Durst?
What was the question? I thought you were just talking about something.
This is like when we're watching TV. She's just not listening.
I thought you were talking about something.
We are.
But
First question.
I didn't hear a question in there anywhere.
well,
Go ahead.
I was talking about how the new car is going to be basically the same.
Is it up to the driver? Is that the question?
Is the driver now going to be the most important part of a race?
Theoretically, you would think so. Right?
Fink already has a good answer. No, the crew chief who informs the driver is more important.
Well, that's his theory.
Yep, is that it's quite possible. Durst, what's your theory?
Maybe it's half and half.
It's everything, really, is what it is.
Well, yeah, I mean,
And luck. Don't forget luck.
the crew chief is going to be important, as always for the setup, I think,
Right.
and
calling the race
making
strategy.
calls during the race. But I do think that without a doubt, it's now going to be driver versus driver. Because there's little differences in the car now where, like, Chevrolet's had a really difficult time, going bumper to bumper because of the way the front was built, versus the Ford, which was really easy to go bumper to bumper. So, there and the flares and the things like that, which made one car a little bit better than the other. And obviously, this year, the Chevys were way out in front of the other 2 cars. Toyota had a really, really tough time this season. So I think it's going to be up to the driver, which is one of the reasons I don't know how to explain it, but I don't really like it because I'm old school. And I love when they took a car off the showroom floor and they smoked
They
it.
cheated it up.
They cheated it up. They added, a 15-foot gas line inside the car so you could put more gas in the car. I mean, it was about both.
Ball bearings in the roll bar that they can pull a trap door and have them drop out.
And those weights that it fall out.
Yeah, but I mean the point is, you had to have a Leonard Wood, who could not only drive the car but design the car to make it go faster.
Right. By the way, a fourth opinion for this, we actually asked him when we met him at Wood's shop. Benny, remember we asked him what he thought of the new car?
Yeah.
And what did he think was the most important thing? He says the teams are still going to fix the cars up to, like Hendrick, are going to have the most money to tweak the cars to get another edge on everybody else.
He
They're
actually
just going to
said this-
figure out ways to cheat legally, right?
Yeah, he said this is really going to hurt the small teams.
Yeah, he did. Which is hard to understand because the cost of the cars are going to be less. They're going to be static.
Right,
know?
but they're not going to have ways to figure out how to cheat.
Right, but that gives the smaller guys an edge, I would.
No, they won't have the ways to figure out how to cheat.
Well, that's true. That's true. Well, that's the way it's always been, so it really won't change.
Well, maybe.
I like the new Independence. Oh, go ahead. You got questions. We can talk about NASCAR or NASCAR. Second question.
So the second question, I changed what I originally had to sort of talk about what we did before the show started because I liked it. If you had the power to go to NASCAR and say, bring this track back, and NASCAR would do it, any track, even
But for
one,
like forever or for one time?
yeah, to put it back on the
Okay,
the circuit,
not just like a one-off thing.
Not
You
just
pick
the
one
one-off,
off,
but-
the other.
and any track, including tracks that are dirt right now, that are lost tracks or anything else.
No, well, I have. All right, if you're picking one and I'm picking the other one, I'm picking North Wilkesboro because I've never been there except to walk around the dead track before Junior ever did.
That's true. That's true. It's a great track.
I did it like 12 years ago.
And there were a ton of great races there, and the problem
Yeah.
was getting in and out of the places.
Well, no, the problem was Britton Smith. He bought that track.
to shut it down.
He bought that track so he could shut it down and move the race somewhere else.
Right. Well, obviously, if you're going to say Wilkesboro, I'm going to say Rockingham.
Right.
We saw two
We
races
thought it was
there.
going to come back, remember?
Yeah. Nope. We saw two NASCAR races there. They were truck races. One, Casey Kane won the first one, and then Mr. Larson won the second one.
Right.
Yep.
And we had tickets to a concert there, but we didn't go because we thought it was raining.
Yep. And it wasn't.
But it wasn't.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Alrighty. That was easy.
What about you, Durst?
What about you, Durst?
Actually, I'd like both of those tracks. Unfortunately, now I want Pocono to come back, but that's another story for another time.
Say Okanichi. That's a 2 mile a 2 mile track.
No, it's not, is it?
What,
A
what I
1.3.
think- What I loved, and I think would be really fun to watch again, is the Heathcliff Stadium in Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, right.
That's a little tiny.
That's where I was born.
Yeah,
Not at the racetrack.
That time?
Yeah.
I knew
that
that.
track, that would just be so
Yeah.
brutal.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that again. but
Well, the
it'd be
one.
fun.
All right, we'll get to this when we're in NASCAR, but we got to talk about the one in LA because that's going to be the same as Bowman Gray, which is
Let's
basically
save that till
the
it's
same
closer.
as.
Let's save that till it's closer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
Alrighty.
But anyway, so that one, and also I thought what was that road course that was on Lost?
California. Petty won there all the time.
No, that one or that one where they drove over that like little bridge thing up in Pennsylvania? That one?
No, the road
No?
course and
No, remember that one up in
I
Pennsylvania?
don't remember. Oh yeah,
Because I
that
asked
one.
my cousin if he ever went to it, and he said he did.
That's right. There are tons of old tracks that have come and gone, unfortunately.
All right, cool. All right, the last question.
Yes, sir.
Sort of goes back to the first one. With all the changes to Penske drivers, and they're going to have 4 cars this year, right? Will Penske be competitive with Hendrick,
It better be.
Wait, they're having
Good.
4 cars?
considering?
Who's in the fourth car?
No, they gave Cindric.
They gave Cindric the 2.
Oh, they get
Two.
Hendrick's too. I thought they were.
So there are only 3 cars still.
So you're counting Wood Brothers again.
I wish they'd add Burrito and put him in the fourth car, personally.
Nah. I'm done with him. He messed his own self up.
No. Alright. That's on the political side, though.
I didn't hear anybody saying great things about him at the Wood Brothers. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Well, anyway, so the question is anybody going to be competitive with Hendrick this year?
I think this year, yes. Next year, not so much. This year, because they won't have figured the cars out completely yet.
Okay?
I don't. I think it's going to be a lot more equal the first year.
Maybe.
Well, it's going to
Why
take
don't
time
you
to
watch
figure out
the
all
testing
tricks.
tomorrow and find out?
I have to test it first. Yeah.
I hate that commercial.
I hate that commercial.
I hate that commercial with a
I
passion.
mute it every damn time it comes
And
up
yet,
today.
you remember it.
Well, I make fun of it.
Yeah.
When it's coming, I grab the remote and I wait until the moment and I go, I have to mute it first. Yeah. I mute it right before that every single time. And Lisa has to listen to me sing.
Part B to that then is: do you think Cindric is going to be more competitive or less competitive than Brad Keselowski?
He's still going to be racing Xfinity part-time, right?
He's a kid.
Isn't he?
Yeah, Blaney and Joey are the leaders of that team now. And according to everybody, it's apparently Blaney is the leader of the team.
Girlfriend. He does.
Yeah.
He does. I saw a picture of his house. There was a stocking with her name on it in his house.
I don't know. I absolutely could be wrong, but I think Cindric has a chance of winning more races than Brad did.
I wouldn't be surprised. Brad's getting old.
Well,
Let's face it.
Cindric was extremely competitive in Xfinity, obviously.
Yep. Oh, very much.
And
Won 10 races?
the guy's a driver, you know.
Yep.
I just think.
Yeah, I think he's going to do great.
I don't know if Brad. I think Brad quit halfway through the season. In my opinion.
Once he knew he was going to be in the other team, that was it.
Yeah. All right.
I only request one major change in Penske. I want our boy to go back to the 21.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
I want Blaney in the 21 instead of the 12.
I know. That's not going to happen.
I know.
I wish he'd just let him grow his hair however he wanted to grow it.
Yeah,
instead
that's
of making him cut it at the beginning of every year.
Well, we keep going back to racing, but let's go talk about motorcycles for a second.
Why?
Because Beatrice Schilling,
Oh, right.
a motorcycle daredevil turned mechanical engineer, saved many lives of countless pilots in World War II. How about that?
How about that?
Tilly was her nickname. She had a penchant for speed. In 1913, at age 14, she got her first motorcycle. Tinkered with it and roared around the English countryside, eventually racing for the British Motorcycle Club. But the war changed the world, and nearly everybody who lived through it, obviously. Rolls-Royce was making engines for the Royal Air Force. The Spitfire was speedy and maneuverable, and there was a great need for engineers to keep up with production and innovation. Tilly soon proved her mettle and moved up the ladder quickly in the Royal Air Force aircraft establishment. This part I found cool because it's still in carburetors now. When Spitfires were stalling during extreme dives at the Battle of Britain, costing lives of pilots, she led a team to figure out the solution. What they developed was a thimble-shaped carburetor insert that prevented the engine from flooding in extreme dives. They still have this in engines. It's part of the float assembly. And with this simple device, they could compete with anything in the Luftwaffe, and we know how that ended. So anyway, I think that's a really cool story. I mean, this young lady was into cars and engineering since the day she was born, just about.
I've never heard of her.
I hadn't either. Lisa sent me the story, and I thought it was very cool. I mean, how many girls in 1913 were driving a motorcycle, for one thing?
Right.
I mean, that was a men's sport.
Yeah, you weren't allowed to because it might make you not a virgin or something. Seriously, that's why they also made women ride side saddle and all that.
No.
Right.
No.
Crap.
It's crap.
Crap.
It's things like that, and what was that? The movie which I thought was fantastic, which I didn't know either, about the black women who were.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that movie. I want to see that.
Oh, that's
on the NASA program.
Yeah.
That,
What was
that's
it?
fantastic.
Hidden Figures or something like
Hidden
that?
Figures, that's what it is,
Mhm.
yeah. You know,
I want to see that. You know, think already. What do you think?
He already thought.
I haven't heard from him lately.
I don't know.
Anywho, yeah, I was a pilot. I loved flying, and I worked on stuff a little bit. I, of course, wasn't a mechanic,
But not in the Navy.
but I watched them do it. No, this is when I was a teenager.
That was 50 years ago.
Lisa.
Chuck flew props.
I did fly
Right.
props.
Right out of the Wright Brothers Museum.
Yeah, that was it. You ever been to the Aircraft Museum at the Smithsonian in D.C.?
Oh my God, yes. Oh man.
Isn't that awesome?
My wife hates when I go there because
You
we've
geek
got
out.
we've got 5 hours to visit all the museums, and I spend 4.5 of them in that museum. So,
I would do it every time.
yeah.
There's so much cool stuff in there. Alrighty. Comments, Lisa? What are you doing?
Looking for stuff.
What are you looking for?
Somebody
Stuff for
said,
next week's show.
yeah. Somebody said that Sam guy on Jeopardy looks like Steve Martin.
I did.
I thought you were talking about the tall guy.
No,
I was like,
I'm
no,
talking
he doesn't look like Steve
No, I'm talking
Martin.
about Sam.
Oh, okay.
And we should talk about Jeopardy sometime because we're Jeopardy fans, big time. Durst, do you
Okay.
watch it?
Was that
Do you watch Jeopardy?
not as much as I did before Alex died?
Yeah.
But
We watch it.
I did watch when what's his name was on that big run. The poker guy from Vegas.
No, yeah.
The
Amy
gambler.
Fowler is very good at it, though.
Amy Fowl. That's not her name.
What's her real name? Mayim Bialik. She's very good.
Yeah.
She's very, very smart.
People try and pick her apart.
You know,
but
she's a real scientist.
Yeah,
A real one.
she's
I mean, not just like
she's a neurologist or a brain scientist.
right. She's
Pretty cool.
an extremely smart lady. Yep. So, Lisa pointed out something interesting on that show when Jennings is the host, and they say, and hosting for Jeopardy is him.
Ken Jennings.
But when she's the host on it, they say the host of Jeopardy.
Yeah, they say different things when he's there and she is there.
When they say the host of Jeopardy, that tells me that she's got the gig.
Maybe. Some people were ragging on her, like, oh, well, there was a Daily Double the other day, and she didn't tell the person that they were allowed to bet the whole $1,000, even though they didn't have $1,000. Like,
Yeah. Alex has
okay.
made mistakes.
yeah, I don't know if Alex did it every time either.
Right, Alex made mistakes too. Nobody's perfect. No, I think with her intellect and with her cool personality, I think she'd be a great choice for the show. To be honest.
Better than Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, he was good though. He was good. He was
Well-
entertaining.
I hated him. I want to get this.
Oh, did he?
He's just
He
too.
was trying too hard.
Yeah, I think
something.
that. I don't know. I just thought he was blah. Really just meh.
Yeah.
Just like
Hey, I think already. Durst has got a cold right now too. Lisa and I had it a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Right now,
And you're right. She's a neuroscientist.
yeah, that.
She's amazing.
She does rocket surgery.
She operates on rockets. Far out.
Or brain science.
Far out.
How far out?
Did you know? Go to that page on The Guardian, please.
Who?
Durst.
Oh.
I want to show these pictures because some of these pictures are amazing. Stonehenge. I didn't even know there were pits built near Stonehenge. We all know about Stonehenge, of course, because people have talked about it so often, you know? But new tests show that Neolithic pits near Stonehenge were man-made. And they didn't make like one, they made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. And the way the proximity works is that they all form this circle around something called the Durrington Walls. So all this stuff is like weird stuff that we don't even understand. Like, who has a theory on why Stonehenge is there? Anybody?
Nope.
First?
The
Aliens.
European Sasquatch were playing a joke on humanity.
That's my relatives.
I think it was like
The
a.
Vikings.
I think it was like a big Dungeons and Dragons game or something.
Yeah, live Dungeons.
I have a funny feeling it was like a religious kind of thing for them. Like they thought they could contact somebody or other if they did it.
It was cats.
Little kitties moving giant stones all over England, right?
Yeah.
The Cyclops helped.
That's funny. So this it's 4,500 years old. These pit structures, and they're all like 7 meters deep, and they're all squared off at the bottoms. So I mean, it took some work to build them.
So they're diving pools?
Maybe. Well, people have had
Maybe
various
that's where the
theories about
stones-
what they were for.
Maybe that's where the stones came out of.
I asked people what they thought were the reasons for them, and some people came up with interesting ideas. Like one person said food storage, which would make sense, below ground, cold.
Okay. At Stonehenge, though?
Yeah, not far at all from Stonehenge.
Well, like,
a mile
were
or
people
two.
living there?
Apparently, at the time,
Were there any house structures?
well, they can't find any of those.
Well, then why would people put food there?
Stones last a lot longer than
Why
houses.
would people put food there if there were no houses?
Well, there were probably houses there then. I mean, they have no proof of them having been there now.
All right, interesting theory.
500
Next.
years later. What do you guys think?
It looks like a baseball field.
It's a big old circle.
Looks like a baseball field. I think it's Field of Dreams.
That'd be one heck of a baseball field. Giants were playing golf. How's that? It's a Giants putting range.
So Giants were boring also.
Oh wait, you know what? It would have to be what's cricket. Because they use those what are the goals called in cricket?
Goals.
The goals. T-shaped thing. Wicket.
Wickets? Sticky wickets?
I know what this is. It's a golf course for Cyclops.
Right. Giant Cyclops, right?
So does that mean he had no depth perception?
Oh wow. In Durrington,
What is that?
shafts. Oh, they call them shafts.
That thing?
They have found 20 of them surrounding
looks
the
like
Durrington Walls thing.
That looks like a K-cup.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a big
Well,
coffee
it's
maker.
interesting though, isn't it?
It's a huge coffee maker is what it is.
That's it.
That's it. It's what we need.
Oh,
Anyway, I
need a Benadryl,
thought
that's
that
what I
story
need.
was interesting. I was like, that's very weird.
I need a
See,
Benadryl.
Vic already's got it. Stonehenge, the original Jenga game.
There you
They had,
go.
they had giants. Oops, that was their that was their game field.
But how come they landed standing up like that?
Well, they
Well,
like to.
They reset the game and
They
reset the
put 'em
game
back.
and went to sleep and
They went to play golf.
then the aliens came and kidnapped them. So they,
See, there's that circle I was talking about. Look at all those holes. They found 20 of them, they say, and they're all pretty much equidistant from that center.
I don't know.
Very odd.
I think it's all part of a Monty Python movie.
I don't know. Alright, last thing I want to tell you, then we'll talk a little bit NASCAR. Israeli archaeologists find a synagogue in Galilee from Jesus' time. It was in the same area where Mary Magdalene was born. It was in a place called Migdal.
Matt, what?
It was called Migdal. It's the settlement that
Okay,
they found it in.
gotcha.
From the Second Temple period. And the Bible says that Mary Magdalene was born there, and Jesus spent much of his time on earth there. So, they were supposing that Mary Magdalene and her family would come to synagogue there, and Who knows? Jesus might have preached there. Who knows? You know, because it is where they say that Jesus performed his miracles in that area.
Okay.
The synagogue they found is a square-shaped building made of basalt. That's how you say it, right?
Salt.
Basalt or
Salt.
basalt and limestone, with a central hall and 2 additional rooms. The walls of the central hall were coated with white and colored plaster. It contains a stone bench, also coated and plastered, which runs along the walls. Excavators found a plaster-coated shelf in the middle room on the south side of the hall where Torah scrolls may have been stored. That's an old church.
Yeah.
Finding one from 2,000 years ago.
Sorry, I gotta sneeze.
No, I'm surprised Darcy isn't sneezing more.
Oh, I have, but I turned the sound off.
You made it yourself.
Yeah.
So in this area, they're saying that there was a whole lot of synagogues because it was a massive area where a lot of people lived, and of course they had to go. They wanted to go to synagogue. So
Cool.
cool, huh?
That's really cool.
I thought that was neat. Let's talk some NASCAR.
Yeah, that's a ticket.
Ain't no NASCAR on right now.
Ain't no sunshine when there's no NASCAR.
Got that right.
Oh, Darsh, I found something really weird on Wikipedia last night.
Chuck was there.
When you click on Tony Stewart's Wikipedia page, it says Tony Stewart Pruitt. So I don't know if somebody's messing with him or what.
Or he took her name.
I haven't looked today to see if anybody.
You should look
fixed
at
it.
hers. See if it says.
It doesn't. She said she hasn't decided yet.
Interesting.
Well,
He's already been married twice before.
I think somebody's messing with him.
Yeah, I think.
I don't
so,
know.
But
Isn't that weird though?
Yeah, I don't see him changing his name. He's a little well known.
I don't know.
Interesting NASCAR stuff. Colin Grayson is running a second team, as we know. There's going to be 3 drivers in it, splitting time next year. It's going to be Dinger, AJ Allmendinger,
Oh, they fixed it. Okay.
Daniel Hemrick, Noah Gragson, splitting time. Oh, is it back to Tony Stewart?
Yeah, somebody was just messing with
Yeah.
him.
They're going to be splitting time in that car. And it's going to be interesting to see them up in Cup, because they've done so well in Xfinity, don't you think?
I think there's going to be a lot of talented youngins this coming season.
Yeah, a lot of money too.
Yep.
A lot of money teams, new ones. Sad news: Nancy Wood, age 64, passed away in Huntersville, North Carolina. She was born in Stewart, Virginia. She's one of the
Married to one of the Wood.
She's married to one of the Wood brothers' sons.
Yeah,
right?
into the Wood family. Say that.
Yeah, into the Wood family. She did.
She did.
She did.
Don't say that. That was sad. I was sad.
You ready for this? As part of Wheaties' 100th anniversary, the brand is paying tribute to sports icon Michael Jordan,
Yes, they are.
who will be featured on the box for a historic 19th time as part of a year-long commemorative celebration.
Maybe they should do it 23 times.
And as part of the celebration, Wheaties will partner with 23XI or XL.
It's 11. 2311.
2311.
XI is 11. 2311.
All right,
Get it? 2311.
I
Denny
got it.
Hamlin.
got it. Great news! Rockingham Speedway planning to repave and adding lights. They're coming back. They're coming back.
We're going.
The state is actually, we mentioned this one of the other shows, but the state has actually allocated a lot of money towards both that and Wilkesboro
And Charlotte.
and
They
Charlotte.
give Charlotte some money too, even though people think Charlotte's a newer track, it really isn't.
Right, that was made in 60 something.
I don't know. I think NASCAR should go back to 150 races a year.
how many would Kyle Busch end up with then?
149.
He does good ones.
I don't know.
Races.
I don't know. They're having another baby now.
But someone else, though, right?
It's their spawn in somebody else's body, I think.
She said spawn.
It's like an alien
She
baby.
said spawn.
It's their spawn.
Oh God! Discount Tire will continue to be a sponsor on Team Penske, and Danny Earnhardt, Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s youngest brother, died.
And he worked for Junior Motorsports, right?
Yep, he did. Yep. And Mahindra tractors, they are partnering with Chase Briscoe. And one Indy note that is important, though. Al Unser, one of the 4 drivers.
Senior. Not Junior. Big Al, not Little Al.
Big Al. Who won the Indy 500 4 times. He died after a long illness. He was 82.
Oh.
That's all I have to say about NASCAR.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody bring?
You got any questions there, Thick, already?
Didn't
What?
somebody bring in 7-Eleven back this year as a sponsor?
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
They're not putting it on Kyle Petty again, I hope.
I thought I heard
He's not
that.
there.
That would be neat. Well, they're making a big push back, apparently.
Yeah, because
You said they bought Speedway?
They bought Speedway, yeah.
That's a big acquisition, because they have a lot of stores.
I guess so.
You have them down there?
Yeah, and actually, we had a corner that had a Wawa on one corner,
Oh, man.
a 7-Eleven on the other corner, and they built a Speedway across the street.
Wow. We don't even have any Wawa. It sucks.
I love Wawa, but the 7-Eleven eventually
They
closed.
skipped North Carolina.
The 7-Eleven what?
7-Eleven closed like 2 months ago, and they flattened it.
They're probably going to turn the Speedway into
Yeah, they're going to change
7-Eleven.
that Speedway over.
Because our Speedway has Slurpees in it now.
Lisa, you're disappearing on us. Put your hand up to the camera.
Oh no, Lisa's disappearing!
There you
Hey,
go.
Daryl! Good to see you, brother. Everything's too damn high.
Too damn
You're
high.
still disappeared.
Me? Well, it's okay because it's 7:59, so there.
You're a ghost. And they say I'm fake.
You know where I'm going.
Where you going?
To the Wee Wee chat room.
Oh, no. She makes it a whole hour with us, though, now.
That's very difficult. I'm old.
And shit.
And yeah, that.
Alright, Doris, do me a favor. At 8:30, the Right Side of Politics with me and Durst is going to be on, and Durst is going to put the link so you can click on it in our chat room.
I
And
am.
please do join us over there.
You know what?
What?
Chop chop.
Everybody tells me that.
I know.
That.
Cause it should.
Hey, my voice is up a lot better
I know.
than I thought it would.
All right, Durst. You know what to say to.
You turned it off already.
I turned the light off.
Oh, watch what happens to your lighting.
It doesn't matter. I'm disappeared.
You gone.
Too cute. She gone, Baba.
I'm a
You gone.
ghost.
You gone.
Alright, there's so join us. Okay? She's only a year and a half younger than me.
Huh?
Oh,
No, I was 12 when we met. Remember?
yeah, I know, but I was
According to your
13
math.
and a half.
According to your math.
Yeah. So anyway, it's 8 o'clock. Durst, are you putting that up?
I'm working on it.
Alright. I need to ask him at 5 minutes until the end.
What do you say, Durst?
Get off my lawn, Chuck.
Get off my lawn.
That's twice I had to tell you that tonight.
He's a little slow.
Alright, so we will be back on this show next week at 7 p.m.
Last show before Christmas.
Last show before Christmas, we'll dress up for you. I'll come as Santa.
You have that Santa mask.
I'll wear that. It's here still, isn't it?
You can wear your hippie hat.
There you go. So that's the Right Side of Politics on Rumble and on YouTube. So you can click on either one of those links and get to us. And we will be back very soon. And Lisa and I will be back next week. Have a great night.
Look.
Say goodnight, beautiful lady.
Look.
You're cute.
That was star.
What?
Night.
Good night,
Good night,
Lisa.
everybody.
Love you, Lisa.
He says, "Love you, Lisa."
Love Josh.
Good night, everybody. We're out of here. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for joining us.
You think?
I do.
I'm laughing at my hat.